Buddy,
Hello.
this is me, B.A. Savage, and this is, what's your name?
Cat.
Cass. That's Cass. That's my boy Cass. We're sitting here right now just chilling like two man. You're watching TV. Daddy's been home because the stroke, as you all know. That's why you're watching this if you're watching it. But I want you to look at yourself, Cass, when you're older. That was me. No. Did I hear Romeo? Okay. Okay, so later on, we're going to put other kids in the videos as time goes. So, again, this is your daddy talking to you now, and your daddy talking to you in the future. Um, Things have been a little bit sporadic, I guess you say. Still only have use of my left side of my body, which is my weak side. Right side got a little bit better. I can't do much with it. Fingers move a little bit. Still can't move my toes on my right foot, but I can move my hand. I can clench my hand a little bit, but I really can't make a fist. What? What? But I can't really, I can't lift them with. I can't use a straw, nothing like that. But otherwise things are going okay. I mean, it's getting to the point where it's getting steady. Like this is gonna be it for a few minor things every once in a while, but for the most part, the numbness is subsiding a little bit. I still feel it at different moments. My blood sugar has been amazingly under 200 for probably most of the time, except for I think yesterday was one time over 204. So about the last 16 or so tests, which I take 4 a day, have been under 200, which is good. My vision is still horrible. This is, and once my levels level out, it'll be level out to what they're gonna be. My vision will get better as time goes. Found a little bit of bad news today, kind of about Texas. That's where I'm at right now, and that disability, it's really screwy here. I have to be. They won't give me disability for 5 months, period. Even if I sign up today. But I can't officially sign up until I have certain things from my doctor. Says that I will not be able to work for a year. Now, the only problem is I probably won't be able to work for a year, I'm guessing, but who knows? I could be a little bit faster, a little bit later. I think it's be a tough time getting a doctor saying that he knows for certainty anything, so I'm not permanently disabled. It gets some people I'm told, probably say 10 years later still dealing with issues. It took them 10 years to completely heal, get back to what normal is. And I don't want him in high school or even middle school before it gets back to normal. So, but Texas has a weird law that, like I said, there's 5 months before they even give me, and that 5 months not a waiting period. That's before you give you your first payment. So there's no waiting period, or well, there is technically, I guess, but so five months down the line, I might get my first check. But here's what's screwing: it's based off what you made for the last 2 years. Now, I know COVID did a lot of people dirty, and COVID had some exceptions, like with the child tax credit and the stimulus and stuff, because people weren't making as much. Well, I ain't made that much. I'm not gonna lie. I barely made enough to probably qualify for even income tax last year. And this month or this year, it started off pretty good. I was making about a little bit over $1,000 a month, which is not bad compared to how bad it got with the COVID at one point. But they base it off 60% of what you made, and 60% of 1,000 is $600. That's not bad, but at the same time, that's off the last 2 years, not this 1 year. And last year wasn't that good either. And I'm thinking we won't get much if we do get it, if we even are approved. So we're gonna try to look into SSI, see if we can get some of that, because I've worked since I was a kid. Hello, Cass. Since I was a little kid, I've had my first job was 12 years old. I remember that. I've worked 20 plus years. If I retire right now, I think my Social Security benefits last. You can apply for see what your Social Security would be if you were to retire now. And I think I get almost $700 a month if I retired right now, which I cannot retire. I don't think. I think you have to be a certain age, and the age keeps changing. But it's kind of depressing knowing that might not help out too much. So if you are watching this and you have extra $10 in your pocket, don't mind doing some GoFundMe, please do, because it would help. But again, if not, that's cool too. I'm sure my kiddos will be looking at this later, and that'd be fine. Hold on. Hey, Casanova. Cass, it's time to go eat. Can you say bye-bye to people? Hey, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. He said bye-bye. Well, what I'm gonna start trying to do, just this is non-stroke related. This is for you kiddos out there. See, I was just right next to you, Cass. Isn't that cool? So if you look at this video, it'll be really cool. You'll be like, wow, that was me. That's daddy. I'm gonna open different playlists, create different playlists, and I'm gonna start reading my books to my kids because I was thinking about this. When I grew up in a technology age where they didn't have stuff like this, they had camcorders and little stuff like that. I mean, I'm almost 50. So, it wasn't as bad as, it was actually, I did play 8 tracks as a kid. So my parents couldn't record them like this for me. And if you are a father out there right now and you are having, even if you have a perfect life, it can change suddenly. So maybe record a little message to your child so they can see in the future, because you might not think nothing about it and you might not think it's ever going to happen. But, any day life can change dramatically. And if you, like, when I went to the hospital that day, if I didn't come home, what would they have of me? I mean, my kids are 5 and under. They just have faint memories. But I would love to have hours of them being able to talk to me, or not talk to me, but listen to what I said, what I thought. And since I am a published writer, I figured what better way than to read them a book. That when they get older, I can read them a bedtime story. Post-mortem or post-humorous, I can have a bedtime story. So that's just something to think about. Everybody wants to read their kids bedtime stories and all that stuff, but do it here. Make a video, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you think will still be around in some form 20 years from now, or 10 years from now, or 5 years. I don't know how old your kids are, but read them a bedtime story. You don't have to open it to the public. Open it for just you only. Or maybe, only a few people can see. Make your spouse able to see the other side of it. Especially if you have a spouse, that'd be great. Or best friend or something. Just lock it with it. Only 2 people can see it. And read them a bedtime story. Or maybe a special birthday poem or something. Just, because even if it's, honestly, even if you ain't comfortable doing it too long, if it's 30 seconds, it'll mean a lot to him. My wife, her father passed away when she was 3 or 4 years old. She don't remember. And it was a couple months ago. One of her dad's friends posted some audio tapes on Facebook that he had turned into MP3s or whatever they're called now. So that she could, to work and hear him, because she doesn't even know his voice. And she cried, expecting, because she didn't remember his voice. And that's just one little clip for a couple minutes. Men, especially you had a stroke or you have an injury at home, you have plenty of time. No excuse, to be honest. I don't call you out, man. You have no excuse. If you stuck at home, you stuck bedridden, you have an injury, you have a stroke, whatever you took, spend some time leaving some memoirs. They ain't saying you're dying. They ain't saying nothing like that at all. It doesn't mean you're dying. It means you actually are living forever.